this is how the adventure begins. Hey there, everybody. This is Alchemy of Awesome. I'm out with my best friend Branson, and I'm gonna do something that I've never really done before. I'm gonna try my hand at vlogging, so it's gonna be a learning curve. Hopefully I can make some cool stuff. I live in South Lake Tahoe, California, and I just noticed that there wasn't a lot of real good action adventure or travel type information about the area. And I do travel about, and I want to start learning how to properly put this out there in a fun format for everybody to watch. Maybe make some alternate videos, just kind of test my hand at what it takes to be a YouTuber. I haven't done any video editing in years, so we'll see how all this goes. And I'm just going to bring as much stuff as I can of the coolest things that I can think of for everybody to see, and hopefully it catches on. If not, no big deal. It's all for fun. It's all for games. I just needed more adventure in my life, and I figured this is a good, healthy way to do it. I feel like more people should do it, because the more you see, the more you know. You're right. So while I have the chance, I should go into more about what I hope to accomplish here. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff like food travel style, model shoots, all sorts of stuff, because I'm starting a new production company, and I'm just going to try and get as much stuff as I can think of and have this be a regular thing. The more content I can get, the more I'm going to put out for you guys. So I mean, just if you can, smash the like and give me the support. That's what everybody says, right? Some pretty cool wood carvings. It's pretty epic. A little dark. Everything's a ghost town right now. We definitely have no shortage of carvings for souvenirs here. Do everything in the back there. That's where they work on the projects. Definitely put it on the agenda to try and get some live carving. So here we have Ernie's coffee shop. Really popular amongst the people coming into town, and it's kind of basically your standard American breakfast. We'll definitely do a stop in there at some point. I'm just going to try and hit everything as I go down Highway 50 here and give a little 2 cents on it, and then I'll do follow-ups where we actually go once we have the opportunity to do so. Because I mean, these are places that I've been going to, over and over the last decade that I've lived here, and it's stuff that I don't think that any sort of travel vlogger or anything like that has touched base on. They come here, for a weekend, maybe a week, and try and slam out some like generic nonsense about what you should do as a tourist in Tahoe, and it's kind of silly because they really don't touch base on the important stuff, which is like the nicer restaurants and local favorite spots, such as the restaurant, the Lake House. They had extremely limited hours while everything was open, but it's definitely some of the best food in Tahoe. Real small kitchen, real small dining area, but as far as like cuisine goes, it's on the top of the list. All right, here we are where Highway 50 meets Lake Tahoe Boulevard, and this is what the locals call the Y, which is like the major junction if you're coming in from Sacramento, from either the 50 or the 80. But yeah, so this is, if you ever hear of people referencing locations and they say it's near the Y or towards the Y, this is what they mean when they said that. This is where Highway 50 meets Lake Tahoe Boulevard. All right, it's really loud because the traffic here is just obnoxious, And this isn't even during tourism season. But if you need to get pet food, stuff like that, this little local place, the pet station, they'll have all your dog food, cat food. If you're bringing your family pet with you. I know Tim's gonna hate me for saying this, but as we head east here, if you do need a rental car, definitely use Enterprise. The manager Tim here is beyond awesome. They typically have cars on stock unless it's like a major holiday weekend, in which case they get booked out pretty early. But I think that's some pretty important information because there's not a lot of car rental places here, let alone ones that are gonna go out of their way to help you. So as in the same lot that the Enterprise is sitting is a little local gem. We got the Keys Cafe back here. You know, Freebird and the Keys are pretty much the only places I'll go for coffee in the morning. Just hands down, the quality's better than anything else in town. All the Starbucks, all that stuff, it doesn't hold a candle to the little local spots like this. All right, guys, so right next to the Tahoe Keys Cafe and the Enterprise is arguably the best sandwich in town. The Tahoe Keys Deli here. Okay, you see that? It's in this little mini strip mall place, but I guess I'll go up and you can check out the logo. I don't understand, you know, what's going on here, but I mean, this is kind of like typical what you see on everybody's doors. I don't even see anybody in there. That seems to be a real common theme, is people are doing the to-go thing, and I mean, business is so light that you know, they don't even bother showing up right now. So, but that's in the Keys Liquor Market parking lot, and they also got really good curry hiding in the back there. I don't even know if they're open as well. Like, this is kind of a trip. You know, everywhere that I'm used to going just is ghost town on me right now. So, I mean, I've been cooking at home, you know, trying to make do, but you know, it's like I had to get out. I had to start doing something and kick off this channel and, you know, get this guy some exercise, because he was going stir crazy sitting at home being all bored. That's just ridiculous. Don't come to Tahoe and litter. Like, that's like the worst thing you can do to the area. You know, this is one of the few places that doesn't have a ton of pollution and garbage problems, but you know, that's really up to the tourists being responsible, you know, to prevent that. You know, as you can see where this was clear cut right here, probably for fire or something. There's a ton of trash in there. It's just, it really sucks, you know. That's nothing that we want to deal with. You know, we already have some pretty major issues here. I don't know if you can see back there. I'm not gonna go back there right now. Probably show you what it's like to have the city of Sacramento send their homeless up here. They set up camps out in the woods and litter. So, I mean, that on top of irresponsible tourism is probably some of the biggest issues we have here. But I'll save that for a whole other video. This is right now, we're just continuing our little walk tour across town. Really pretty little river, bridge leading to the lake. Yeah, we want to keep this place clean. We want to keep it nice. There's not a lot of places left like this that have all the amenities that you need and have all the nature that you want. So this is what I'm talking about. It's sad when you see that stuff. When I don't have the dog, I'll probably come back through and do some trash pickup. It's probably gonna be the jam. It's definitely not an easy task. Most of the fucking garbage cans are locked because of the bears. We do have lots of bears, but you can step away from the road for a hot second. This is a real popular brewery type spot in the hangar. So this is the hangar. They got the outdoor seating, patios. They typically have like games out here. It looks like they expanded their yard. But yeah, the hangar is a nice place to hang out. It's kind of like hidden off the main road here. So if you're just driving by, you might miss it. But if you like a good micro brew, this is the place that you want to go, or one of them. I mean, there's a handful of good joints here for beers, obviously. But yeah, I imagine that they're gonna have games and stuff out here once all this quarantine nonsense gets lifted. But yeah, it's a nice place. A great place to have some beers on a nice warm summer day. And in the winter, they have like heaters and stuff out here, so it's not so bad. It's pretty much a year-round haunt for getting some good beers. All right, hopefully I can get a break in the cars. It's pretty annoying, the heavy traffic here non-stop. Even during these times, we still have crazy traffic. But yeah, this is Magic Carpet Golf. I'm gonna be totally honest, I've never actually golfed here, but I mean, if you have a couple beers and you're kind of over sitting at the lake doing some putt-putt, probably ain't a bad gig. Just a fun little course, you know, way to kill time, you know, if you're here on vacation or whatever. Like I said, in the 10 years I've been here, I've never once golfed there, but I could see it being something fun to do. Really important to mention this little location right here. This would be like the Sierra Boulevard section. There's a little mall right here where the Coldwater Brewery is. This place is no joke. They got a really creative menu. They have awesome beers. It's really sad that you know, they're closed. I would probably stop off for a beer and grab a snack. A lot of walking. I mean, the town is pretty much all completely closed down, but it's worth showing you guys this stuff, and I can come back around and do the one-on-one, more personal thing once everything gets reopened. But you know, I just want to take the time to like show you guys what my favorite stuff is, especially when there's not a lot of people around. So in the same shopping center as the Coldwater, you have the Butter Muffin Smoke Shop. So if you need a skateboard or any sort of smoking device, including collector's style glass from famous artists, this is where you want to go. They have everything. They know what's going on. This good buddy owns this, but they have a lot of cool stuff in there. Even if you want to do some fun window shopping, they got probably some of the most unusual stuff you can find in Tahoe. Look at that throwback board. That's pretty tight. But yeah, shout out to Butter Muffin. Appreciate you guys as we continue our adventure here. I'm actually going to throw this one in as a reminder for myself. I've never seen Tahoe Pops. I don't know if that's an ice cream store or what's going on with that, but I'm definitely going to look into it and hopefully do a little review type deal, figure out what it's about, let you guys know. But that brings us to a really important place in my heart, Samurai Sushi Bar. This is hands down the best sushi in Tahoe. We will definitely do something fun in here. This is my boy AJ. I've been coming here for years. They got it going on here. This is like the best fish possible, hands down. And some of the most fun service you can get to. We will undoubtedly be doing a full menu review there. And yeah, like I said, near and dear to my heart. Many good time there. Lots of sake drinking there as we continue on the journey. It's kind of a little bit of a dead spot in between basic stores, car wash, as we continue down, heading east towards Nevada. Going back to the environmental stuff I was talking about earlier, this is the Keep Tahoe Blue building. These people are in charge of environmental programs and stuff like that. Let's see, can you guys see that? Kind of a nice plaque. The League to Save Lake Tahoe. But yeah, if you have any environmental questions or questions about the area, I'm sure this would be a good place to hit up. Definitely put that on the agenda. Our next little stop here as we continue east is going to be Whiskey Dick's Saloon. This place has been around God knows how long, forever, ever since I've been here, and probably decades before. But this place is amazing as far as dive bars go. Like, this is the only true dive bar that you can come and see punk rock and metal and hip hop and the whole nine. They do all sorts of shows. You know, they have a full service bar. It's small. They got shuffleboard, pool tables. But it really does the trick. Like, if you're from a major city like me, I'm from Seattle, and you know, often I find myself missing the atmosphere of the dive bars. So that was a frequent haunt of mine when I first moved here. Yeah, highly recommend it. Catch a show there, get nice and buzzed up, and wake up and go play at the lake. So in the same shopping center as Whiskey Dick's, you have a Needle Peak Tattoo. Some of the best artwork you can get here if you want to stop off and get a sweet tat while you're in town. I myself have had plenty. Right next to that is Jalisco's Mexican Grill. Amazing Mexican food. Really simple, fast, family ran. They kind of have odd hours, but definitely worth swinging by, especially if you're all buzzed up from Whiskey Dick's. I've always wondered what these art pieces were. I never really took the time to check it out, but they're definitely strange. I don't know why there's crap stapled to that one, but pretty cool. So I feel like mentioning Rojo's is really important. This place has been around forever. We only do takeout. I can't find the actual sign, but they do shows downstairs from time to time. They got some pretty good food, cocktails, stuff like that. Good stuff. All right, so this is one of my favorite little sports bars. It's like, we don't really have much for, like, you know, the chicken wing sports type places with, you know, cocktails and stuff. So this is Pick 6. Obviously they're also only doing pickup right now, but Pick 6 Sports Lounge. It's pretty cool. They got really big TVs and all sorts of stuff to keep you entertained in here. It's too funny. He's rocking out, riding his bike. And then this is probably one of the only, like, vegetarian, vegan type places. They got really good food. Sprouts, right next door to the sports bar. As we get closer to Reagan Beach, where a lot of the activities go down, But yeah, Sprouts, good place to get a smoothie, healthy food. So as you head east from Sprouts, getting closer towards Reagan Beach, there's a place where you can get some coffee if you're gonna go visit the beach. They have coffee and beverages and snacks. They're only doing pickup now as well, but they got an order window, so that's nice. See if I can get a shot of the menu real quick. But if you want to rent a paddleboard and get your exercise on, it's right next door. And you know, you can pretty much pick one up from here and walk on down to the water. But example of their menu. Kind of rally through it a little swiftly, but got a tangle. Had to get to that tangle. But yeah, you can hang out here every now and then. They got live band. They got a little cornhole out front. It's kind of nifty. But yeah, right next to that is where you would park for Reagan Beach. Like if you have a boat or your family's gonna post up and go hang out at the beach. It's the parking lot right next to it, and I'll click this back on as soon as I get over there. I can actually show you Reagan Beach, where all the summer excitement goes down. So I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh my god, there's been so many stops and we haven't even seen Lake Tahoe yet. Well, we're finally here. This is a good identifying marker. This is the entrance to Reagan Beach, where they hold a lot of the outdoor summer concerts, stuff like that. Pretty nifty little statue here, that's for sure. But yeah, so Reagan Beach is right over here. This is Lakeview Avenue, kind of like about midway through town. But they have the summer concert series here, where they have live bands, food trucks, stuff of that nature. It's really fun. They got a little beer garden typically. But yeah, this is where most people hang out. There's barbecues. You can bring your family, go hit up some of those meat markets that I mentioned earlier, and post up. Yeah, I haven't been coming here as much as I'd like to, that's for sure, but I normally set up a stage right down here and have an actual stage on the sand, right on the water. So that's always fun. There's normally tons of people come out for that. There's the restrooms, and normally got a little like cafe type thing open on the right there where the wood is. Yeah, plenty of space, you know. I would say thousands of people come out here just to come watch the shows and admire the beauty of the lake. It's almost strange though. It's like right there you got a busy road, but traffic doesn't move too fast in the summer because there's so much of it. All right, yeah, that's like pretty much the first major you know, event tourist destination that most people go to or want to go to, because they actually have fun stuff there. It's family friendly, and yeah, there's always something going on during the summer, at least. Winter's pretty quiet, as you can see. Normally you'd see a bunch of boats moored out that way. You know, there'd be people like sitting in their boats watching from afar over here outside the dock line.
You want to go down? All right, I did not know that.
And yeah, so the little trail from Reagan, if you want to walk up top and continue down, it follows down right along the water. A lot of people you know, set up beach blankets up in here. get away from the more heavily populated area. As it gets a bit warmer, I'll get down on that lake and show you all the fun stuff. All the fun places to go camp at the beach and hang out. Yeah, so it's almost weird. There's like, you know, just a complete lack of activity here. You know, normally they would be getting ready for the normal summer activities, but we haven't even gotten all the boats in place. I don't know if it's going to be the same program this year, but I sure hope it turns around. I'm gonna really enjoy being down on the water and all the people that come down. Okay, guys, I'm home. We did about 8 to 10 miles. Just showed you a handful of the spots that I thought were interesting on the way. I mean, there's a lot more. I messed up a bunch of clips. I'm trying to, you know, stumble my way through this. So if you guys have any suggestions, ideas, things you want to see, as far as content goes, I'm going to keep doing walks and bike rides, and, you know, probably work on some takeout so you guys can see what it is to like try and get food here right now. But yeah, I'm just going to keep improving. I got more gear coming. And I'm gonna figure this out, and we're gonna make something awesome that everybody can enjoy. Thanks for watching. If you saw anything useful, like and such, and I'll see you next video. Thanks.